Okay, well. How are you? So last time we stopped tuchali ku chapter 9 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, and we are on chapter 9, finance. So we looked at finance, we looked at taxation, we looked at financial year estimations, and it will have appropriation bill, it will have contingency fund, contingency fund. Then kati tugenda ku chapter 159, power of the government to borrow money. Okay, subject to the provision of this constitution, government may borrow from any source. Constitution enonga weragira government esobola okwewola sente wona weyagala from any source, and government shall not borrow, guarantee or arise a loan on behalf of itself or any other public institution, authority or person except as authorized by or under the Act of Parliament. Government teja genda yewole ku kintu kyonna oba ng'esimbyeyo ekintu kyonna nga temaze funa act ya Parliament, nga temaze funa lukusa lwa Parliament, oba nga tebesingira ku act yonna ya Parliament. Okay. University. Yeah. Okay. An Act of Parliament made under Clause 2 of this article shall provide that the terms and conditions of the loan shall be laid before Parliament and shall not come into operation unless they have been approved by a resolution of Parliament. Terms na conditions eza loan byonna ebigendera obukwakulizo obubeera ku loan bugenda sooka kuteekebwa ku mmeeza ya Parliament before nka government tenakola ki tenatwala loan eyo gyeba egenda okwewola. That any monies received in respect of that loan shall be paid into the consolidation fund and form part of the fund or into some other public fund which is existing or is created for the purpose of the loan. Buli kimu kirina okugendera ku Act of Parliament, because after all, if we are to pay interest or if we are to pay the loan, we shall get it from the consolidation fund. And twalabye okufuna sente kuba consolidation fund olina okuba olina you approved by Parliament and Attorney General and whatever. Okay, 4. The President shall, at such times as Parliament may determine, cause to be presented to Parliament such information concerning any loan as is necessary to show. President inga ye ajja kutuuka obudde yegendere mu Parliament, caused presented to Parliament such information yonna eriwo nga balina okufunayo loan. Information President ajja gitwala representing ewa mu Parliament. The extent of the total indebtedness, the extent of the total indebtedness by the way of principal and accumulated interests, the provision made for servicing or repaying of the loan, and the authorization of performing of the loan. So kale kitegeeza nti sente zonna zigenda okuservicinga okusasula ng'amagoba biki oba okusasulako ku loan zigenda beera ziva ku consolidation fund, sikyo? So kati president nga ye alina okugamba Parliament mungenda funa sente zino n'aleyingawo biki bya terms, oba abagenda okurequestinga eyo loan balina omuweereza details, then ye submitting eyo mu Parliament. Parliament may by resolution authorize the government to enter into an agreement for the giving of a loan or a grant out of any public fund or public account. Then our Parliament ejja kukkiriza government nti bakole ki bagiwe akasente, then ejikirize mbugenda kati mukole endagaano oba tuteeke ku public fund oba public account, account ya government. Okay. An agreement entered into under clause 5 of this article shall be laid before Parliament and shall not come into operation unless it has been approved by Parliament by resolution. Endagaano eyo gye baba bakoze bagenda nayo janjula ku Parliament, kubanga Parliament yegenda okukkiriza nti oba they should continue or they should end. because bayinza otuukayo nga parliament bagigambye sente bweziti ate ne beewola sente bweziti ate obudde bw'okusavisinga looni ne babagamba nti sente zetwakoze eki zetwajayo zeezo. So agreement endagaano erina okupresentingibwa to parliament. For the purpose of this article, the expression loan includes any money lent or given to or by the government on condition of return or payment, and any other form of borrowing or lending in respect of which. So eno article etugamba nti zino sente zonna zetuba tugenda okukozesa either tuwola oba batuwola. Let's see, it should be or lending in respect of which monies from consolidation fund or any other public fund may be used for payment or repayment. So sente zigenda obeera ku consolidation fund oba public fund zigenda okozesebwa mu kusasula oba okusasulwa. Monies from any fund by whatever name called, established for the purpose of payment or repayment, whenever in whole or in part, and whether directly or indirectly, may be used for payment or repayment. 8. Parliament may by law exempt any category of loans from the provision of clause 2 and 3 of this article, subject to such conditions as Parliament may prescribe. Parliament eyinza okugamba eno loan tetugenda kukola ki, tetugenda gitwala, oba eno loan tugenda gicategorizinga in this and this and this way. So it is according to how Parliament may prescribe. Okay, that was loan. Okay, chapter 160, public debt. Ebanja li batubanja. Okay, the public debt of Uganda shall be charged on the consolidation fund and other public funds of Uganda. Bwe tuba nga twewoze kati tuba tufunye amabanja, kati eri ebbanja bajja lijja ku consolidation fund. Jukira consolidation fund eringa main account ya government bwe bakola ki, bwe bateeka emisolo, bwe bateeka revenues, bwe bateeka n'ebirala, taxes and blah blah everything. So we tuba tu servicing a debt, public debt shall be charged on the consolidation fund and other public funds of Uganda. Okay. For the purpose of this article, the public debt include the interest on that debt, sinking fund, payment in respect of that debt, and the costs, charges, and expenses incidental to the management of that debt. Article netugamba ebbanja ligenderako n'amagoba gaalyo oba okusasulako empola in respect oba mwateeseza ki, government yateesa ki, mugenda basasula mpola oba tugenda bawaayo interest oba tugenda ba after buli omu yali yeewozeeko, if you're going to holo oli akubuuza ogenda kunsasula oti, ogenda kumpaayo amagoba oba ogenda zeeta zonna oba ogenda kumpaayo bitundutundu. So that was on a public debt. Okay, Central Bank of Uganda. Katulabe Central Bank of Uganda. The Central Bank of Uganda. The Bank of Uganda shall be the Central Bank of Uganda, and it shall be the only authority to issue the currency of Uganda. Central Bank ya Uganda ejja kubeera bank emu yokka eyina obuyinza ku mabanka amalala, ate yegenda okufulumya currency ya Uganda, yegenda okuprintinga sente n'okukola ki, n'okufulumya sente. Okategedde? The authority of the Bank of Uganda shall vest in a board which shall consist of governor, a deputy governor, and not more than 5 other members. Obuyinza bwa Central Bank bugenda kulayinga mu bantu abo 7. Governor, deputy governor, n'abalala abo 5. Okay. The governor, the deputy governor, and all other members of the board shall be appointed by the president with the approval of parliament. Governor na deputy governor n'abo bamemba abalala bataano bagenda kulondebwa president w'eggwanga n'abeerawo obudde obwo with the approval of parliament. Abalonde then parliament eba approving. Hold office for a term of 5 years but shall be eligible for reappointment. Bagenda beera mu office eyo kumala emyaka 5 but after they can reappoint them. Bwaba bakoze bulungi basobola obbongerayo. Bwaba bagambye tetukyagala kukola naawe, then your contract will be terminated. Okay. The office of the governor and deputy governor shall each be public office, and the governor and the deputy governor shall respectively be chairperson and deputy chairperson of that board. Office ya governor na office ya deputy governor zigenda beera public. And bwe babaawo board yonna abo ababiri be bagenda okubeera ki okubeera ba chairperson. By the way, the governor was recently appointed in Feb this year 2025 by the president, and governor waffe gwe ba appointinga mu mwezi gw'okubiri bamuyita Michael Ating Ego. He's our governor replacing Mutebire. So he's our current governor of Uganda. Then his deputy is Augustus Nwagawa. Yeah, that is the deputy governor. So those people will be the chairperson of the board, and they will be responsible for the board. Yeah. Okay. The governor, the deputy governor, and any other member of the board may be removed from office by the president only for governor and deputy member ne deputy governor n'abalala member bataano bagenda kugibwa mu office by the president when there is inability to perform the functions of his or her office arising from infirmary of the body or mind. Bwe baba tebasobola kutambuza ebifo bye babawa just due to nti body and mind tebikyasobola, they can be removed. Misbehavior or misconduct, okweyisa obubi oba obuteyisa bulungi nakyo kiyinza obbagibwako office eyo, or incompetence. So that was the central bank, the governor, deputy governor, and the other 5 members. Okay, so let's see the functions of the bank. Functions of the Central Bank of Uganda. Let's see. 1. Bank of Uganda shall promote and maintain the stability of the value of the currency of Uganda. Bank of Uganda yo ejja kupromotinga erabe nti sente zaffe zisigala mu value. Si kusitula kisawo kya sente ng'ogenda kugula mugaati. Okategedde. Regulate the currency system in the interest of the economic progress of Uganda. Currency system, okukyusa currencies, oba waliwo dollars, oba waliwo pounds, oba dirham, whatever, so they have to regulate the currency system, interest and economic progress. Economy yaffe egenda kulaakulanira according to financial problems. Encourage and promote economic development and the efficient utilization of the resources of Uganda through effective and efficient operation of banking and credit system, and do all such other things not inconsistent with this article as may be prescribed below. Egenda ku making sure nti system yaffe ey'ebyensimbi, knows credit card system, banking system, otwala sente zo mu banka n'ozibanking, interest rates, blah blah blah. Bank of Uganda egenda ku ensuringa nti all these systems are safe and there is no any blah blah blah, any mistakes, but as prescribed by the law. Okay. In performing its functions, the Bank of Uganda shall conform to this constitution, but shall not be subject to the direction or control of any other person or authority. Okay. Bank of Uganda, the central bank, ejja kukola nga constitution bweragira, sicho naye tegenda kola under any orders of any other person or any other institution. Naye nga bwe tumanyi, they are all appointed by the president with the approval of the parliament. So If the president needs something, if the president wants something to be done, you will not say no, because after 5 years you won't be renewed. So that's why things happen. Okay. Subject to the provision of this constitution, Parliament may make laws prescribing and regulating the functions of the Bank of Uganda. Parliament yo according kweno constitution kyebegamba, Parliament ejja kukola amateeka Central Bank oba Bank of Uganda gegenda otambulirako. Okitegeera ekintu ekyo. So tulabe Central Bank. We shall start from the Auditor General. Auditor General. Thank you so much for watching. It will be short, 15 minutes. Please watch. I make 30 minutes, you don't watch. I make 20 minutes, you are now 15. Last time I said something at the end of the video, no one did it. If you watch this video until the end, comment the word bank. When you comment the word bank, I will see that comment. You will have a reward from me. I promise. Bye.